Welcome to another edition of In the Cave with Coach. I'm Coach Timmons. And like always, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit your notification button. Today, got one of my co-workers in here, Mr. Archie. Archie, again, what we do here, we talk about men and mental health.
Okay.
And it's not so much a question and an answer. It's just two friends having a conversation. Anything you want to share, you can. If you don't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we actually just talking about it because enough men don't talk about it.
That's right.
So I already know you're not really heavy on social media. So you don't need to let people know how to reach you because I know that you're not out there like that, right?
That's right.
Okay. So Archie, I've been knowing you for about 6, 7 years. You say?
About right on in that
About
seven,
seven.
8 years somewhere.
So, so I've personally seen some of the ups and the downs go on in your life. I've personally seen them, but I want I want you to share what you feel like sharing with. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions,
Okay.
and anything you feel comfortable answering, you know what I'm saying? Please do, okay?
Right.
Because whether you believe it or not, you might help somebody.
That's right.
Yeah, because everybody got a struggle. You know what I'm saying? So you might help somebody. So the first question is: are you dealing with any trauma from your childhood?
Well, I'm not dealing with it now since I have got up into the age, but as a child, yeah, I deal with pretty much a lot of trauma dealing with a stepfather, me being the only son, the oldest, so dealing with the tied ends of my mother and stepfather problems that they had or so. Uh, he's it was a trauma, but I don't let it bother me. I've been through the changes of it, and I don't let it bother me no more. But the biggest thing about it, I just didn't like, his attitude as a man, or so. And I'm being his stepchild, and then to see this man, hit my mom for no reason at all. It really didn't play out well with me. I mean, I'm just a child. I felt it kind of helpless or so until I regained, and then it stuff kept going on, and so I regained myself, and I said, well, I can't deal with this. So one night he came in, and I can hear it pop. I'm a child sleeping beside the bed. We didn't have no furniture like beds. We slept on pallets or so. And so I'm sleeping beside my mom's bed, and he in the bed. Then I hear this little pop, and he done hit my mom in the eye again. I got tired of seeing my mom walk around with black eye. So at this point, then I went into the closet. He had a little 22 rifle. Mind me, I'm at the age of 7 years old at this point in time. So I went and got the rifle and pulled it on him and told him if he hit my mom one more time, I was gonna kill him. And so I guess that was the end of my mom, and him. She might have messed around with him after, but being in that family with him around, no, it wasn't. It wasn't going to work out because I was going to kill him, and I thank God today that I didn't, because I wouldn't want it on my conscience or so, you know. And right now he's being dealt with. And then to find out, a year before he died, I found out that he was raping my oldest sister or so, but my sister wouldn't tell me, but she said she told my mom. We talked about this maybe I think last month. Then she said, "Did you know that he was raping me?" And this was last month. She was telling me now this been years now. And so I went through the channel and said, no, I didn't, but I felt that something was wrong because when he come in, we worked the farm, and when he come in, he always will, send me out of the house or so,
'Cause you was the oldest.
I'm the oldest, and she's the oldest, of my sisters or so. And so, and I was always wondering why he was doing that up until year before he died, which he's been in his grave about 6 years now. You know, I found out a year before he passed, that my sister finally opened up and told. Said she told my mom, but my mom just didn't really believe it. Something that I don't understand why mom didn't listen to her child. This man doing it, and I don't understand how that would die. But as time grows, I think it had a effect on me. But I had to go through counselors. Sometimes I still go through counseling for my alcohol, my drug. It takes a toll on you. I guess that's one reason maybe that I started drinking, try to kill the problem. Started drugging. I don't know, but I know that was a problem that I had. And back then, this back in the '60s, you didn't have really diagnosis, for people's going through problems or so, you know. But as now, as I grew and I come to understand, that this stuff is still out there, even though it happened to me, it can happen to anyone.
It can and has happened to a lot of people.
That's right.
It just like your sister took so long to tell you, some people just don't speak about it.
That's right.
So
That's right. And I feel if she had told me at a younger age, I was real protective of my mom and my sister, which my mom passed about 3 years ago. But I was real protective of my whole family, my mom and my sister. Now, if she had came to me, which she stated that she didn't know why she didn't tell me. Why you didn't tell me? Then I would have did something about that. At even my age, I'm age enough to pull a gun. So I probably would have did something about that to stop that there. And
well, maybe that's why she didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have got rid of him, but it would have got rid of you too.
Yeah.
Because you'd have been locked up.
That's right. I just thank the Lord, that the Lord handled it, that way. I don't have him on my conscience. And then you say, oh, and at the end of the deal, he end up calling, when he's on his dying bed, he calls who? My mother. The one that he had beat up.
Same one he beat on
All the time. So, just be careful. I encourage anyone, just be careful how you treat people, because you never know, who you might have to call.
You're going to need to bring a glass of water to you.
Exactly. Or either wipe your behind. So just, be good, to one another.
Right.
It's just, because you never know.
That's just it, Archie. You never know.
You never know. And it's on pretense that God got it that way. It's His will, so that we do righteousness. Yes, I've seen a lot of things. Yes, I've seen a lot of things I didn't want to see, but I thank God for me pulling through the whole thing. And right now, I'm just continuing. Me and my life. From the things I've been through, so.
Hey, I get it, man. I get it. And I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
So, would you say that that was the worst thing that happened in your childhood?
Yeah, that was one of them. The second one is the habit that I got into. I got into a drug habit, so doing crack coke.
Until real young?
No, this has happened when I got out the service, about 1980 or so. No. But yes, I did mess around with marijuana, back in, I probably had to been about 10 years old then, and I experienced marijuana, and so, but that was about it, and alcohol, and smoking cigarettes,
You was drinking alcohol that young too?
Yeah, we made corn liquor.
Oh, okay. You had access to it.
Yeah, so I just wanted to test it and see how it was.
So you was the tester.
The testee and the tester.
You was quality control.
I was quality control, but it controlled me. I tell you what, my quality wasn't no good though, but the control was the control on me. But anyway, at that point there, and from there, coming out the service or so, I feel like I got a bad deal on the service. End up getting well, two court martials or so, two court martials, Article 15. And I don't think they were fair about it. They didn't give me a chance, and right now I'm working with that with the VA, because I go through trauma of thinking about what they did to me, and I was helpless, so right now, so I'm dealing with the VA right now to get that, PLSD, whatever they call it, post-traumatic stress or something.
PTSD.
PTSD, right? Okay, I get it right. But also within that term now, to tell you how back then it was just prejudice in the service, or so at that point, and we had a commander, and he was a gay commander, and. And there was a lot of prejudice going on back in '79 and '80s in the service in different unions. You seeing women, they getting ranked before you getting ranked, but they taking my rank because, I failed to do duty because I misread the roster and so I'm downtown. So this happened in Germany. And so I goes, a guy come down, one of my partners come downtown where I was at, told me, asked me, did I know I had guard duty? I no. So but then I stopped everything, went back up on pole, and read the list. I had read the list wrong. Yes, I did. And so I talked to the officer that was in charge of this guard duty, told me I just, since I missed this and I misread it, the list, I would pull double shift,
Make up for it.
to make up for
Right.
it. I pulled in the double shift. Okay, but then they still wrote it up as failure to repair, meaning that I wasn't there in the place I was supposed to be in. So they Article 15 me there, and they took one rank from me or so, and that kind of hurted me, because I was going for sergeant stripe, at that time, all the hard work that I done, and it was, they didn't have to do it that way, so right now,
Especially since you made up for it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm filing for it now. Yeah, pay me for all that you put me through. That you didn't have to do it that way. But being that you dealing with a prejudice, battle commander or so. And I got another Article 15 for what did I do? Oh, now I was wrong for this one.
Okay, so it evened out.
So well, get me for the wrong that I do, and also do me for the righteous I do. If I'm wrong, and I admit I'm wrong. Yes, I deserve this. Yeah, okay. But if I don't deserve it, then yeah, let's see, can we do something about this here? So, but anyway, I end up just getting out. The service.
Hold on. What did you do that you deserved the punishment?
Oh, back to that. I thought I was going to kind of, but okay, yeah. Now, what happened is, I'm over in Germany, and so I got caught with this German female in the room, what they said, but they never seen her, but they just heard that she was in there, but she was there.
She was there.
She was there now. And so, they got me, they could have gave, on that point there, a lot of this stuff they could have just looked over. But they just wanted to make an example out of someone, when I guess I happened to be the one. And after that, I just gave up my career. I said, man, forget this. I'm getting out of this mess here or something. And so I got out, on an honorable discharge. So I went into the Army Reserve and made my rank back up. So, except for sergeant, I made it back up to specialist 4, one rank from sergeant. So, and then I got out the reserve. And then got married. I got married. Yeah. Got divorced and moved to South Carolina. So this is where I've been residing there since 1992. Okay. Yeah, man. So I might well say South Carolina is my hometown. That long.
That's a good stretch.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. South Carolina. I never thought I would be here, but I'm here. I used to fly it over, called South Carolina. But you never know where you're gonna be.
You never really know.
You don't in life. You don't even know where you really gonna be in this moment because the Lord got, He got the last say. So yeah, that's about the second thing that my worstest thing that done happened to me. Okay, let's go back and with that.
Okay.
I just didn't even care no more, and so maybe that had a little effect on me with the drug scene that I got into. So, cause soon as I got out of there, the drugs were real high on the market then in 1980. They had this crack cocaine, real freebase crack cocaine. Lord, But anyway, it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good.
What was good?
The freebasing.
Oh.
It was just a free to free my mind.
Right.
Or so, and so after a while, after so long, the stuff just went crazy. They started putting all kind of cutting the stuff, putting all kinds of stuff in the stuff, and now they got this stuff called fentanyl they putting in there, and all that stuff. And that what made me where I am today. To give it up, because I pretty much had OD, on fentanyl this time around. But if I had smoked as much as, a little bit more than I did, I would have been OD'd. I probably wouldn't be here for this interview or so. And I thank the Lord for that. So I decided to get myself right. So, I went to rehab. I did that 90-day program, and every day is one day at a time. I gave I came back. I got baptized, and I repented of my sin and got baptized, and gave it all over to the hands of the Lord. And He's the one been keeping me, as of now. Even though I have those times or so, but the Lord Jesus Christ overrules all, and so I stay into my church and in the Word or so. And this gets better. It's just not easy trying to be holiness, but it gets better. Yeah. So that was my worstest time that I've been through. Killing myself. It's just so bad out here in this world. 2 weeks before then, this girl got killed off of fentanyl. Here I am about to kill myself off of fentanyl. That these people running around here, they don't care that what they want to do is put $1 in their pocket. They don't care about people's life. Only thing they want to do is just go ahead and put, man. But Lord got something for them. I feel for them. If you think you can make a living off killing people, God got something for you. That's all I can say with that. You just don't care. Go to work. Go do something. Do something. But you gonna have to repent on what you do. So all this doing out there, doing this fentanyl and all this, selling the drugs, I wish that they would just, about another life, because that ain't the life for no one. It's just the devil, being in their life. And I pray that, and as of now, I pray for everyone. And I pray that, that they would stop selling drugs or so, mostly.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and finish up with Mr. Archie. Hey, this is Coach from Indicate with Coach, man. I love bringing the content to you, man. It's about men and mental health. It's a problem that we're not talking about, but we should. You know what I'm saying? If you would like for me to keep bringing the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And share the content, please. If you like it enough to subscribe, I just ask that you just share it. Thank you. Welcome back at the Indicate with Coach. Me and Archie were just talking a little bit, and the cameras was off, man. So I was like, ho. Don't say nothing else. We need to let you say that in front of the camera, man. So we back, and again, we talking about mental health. And things that people do whenever their mental health isn't good. You know what I'm saying? Things that people use to try to cope, to try to help deal with the problems, but it really don't fix nothing. Sometimes it make the situation even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Archie, what made me come back was when you had got to the point to when you were saying, and when I was calling you to come to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to that, you know. I should be ashamed of myself, but I did. That's what it made me do, though. I mean, you remember, I was been at work that day or so, and so I wanted to make it there, but I just couldn't make it there because the dope wouldn't let me make it there. So I say, well, okay, then, let me call him man and tell him I'm on my way. Now I'm using the excuse. And every time, then I buy him some time. Then I go hit the dope some more. Then, man, I ain't thinking about him now. I said, no, I told this man I'm on. Then I call him again. I'm on my way. I'm closed, man. I'm closed. I'm closed. I'm down here at 5 Point. I'm closed now. I'm closed now. I'm sitting at the house getting high. Man, I wanted to come so bad, man, but it wouldn't let me. Because if I knew I had got too high, I knew if I had came, I would have been peeping around corners and looking. Think people looking at me, ain't nobody paying no attention to me. That's how that stuff make you feel. Also, and so I just had to keep lying to the man, And then and that was pretty rough though. After you told me about that, man, that was real rough, man. It made me feel real bad, man, because you had was your time. You had parked up there at 5 Point. Where you at? I'm at 5 Point. I'm just telling you, I'm closer. And I'm still at the house.
yeah. I'm on campus, USC, and I'm calling Archie because he telling me, man, I'll be there in such and such. So every 30 minutes, I'm like, oh, where you at?
On the bus route.
Man, I'm on the bus, man. The bus acting up. Okay.
Mr. Bus.
Yeah. Now the whole time, I'm renting a lift that I'm paying for. You know what I'm saying? By the day, waiting on Archie to come do the work.
Yes.
So yeah,
that was really cool. I mean, that's what it made. Cause then I had got a raise that day. You supposed to pay me some good little change for doing that there. And now me, you think I cared about that change? Man, I ain't care about that change. I just care about getting high at that time, And that way it had me, it had me so bad, And then after all this here came about, I feel bad when you told me that you was sitting up there waiting on me, and I was still at the house. I was lying to you, so So after that, that's why you don't do wrongness, A week after that, I like OD. You know what I'm saying? For telling lies and all that. And I figured that you kind of knew, that I was lying.
Yeah, I knew, but I mean. You kept the lie going. You know what I'm saying? But I knew, because I kept saying, ain't no way this dude in 5 points. And yeah, I'm 5 minutes away, and it's an hour now, and you ain't here. I said, okay. Yeah. So eventually I had to go do the work myself. Now, granted, I was so hot with you, Archie. If you would have pulled up to that job, me and you probably would have been fighting, real tough.
I'm glad I did.
I was hot, boy. I was hot.
I had made it up my mind that I wasn't coming.
I was hot.
I wasn't going to call you no more. I wasn't going to pick up no phone no more. I wasn't going to do none of that. I'm going to let this die. Guess what? I'm going to let it die over. So it died over. Well, now I need some work. I ain't got no money. I'm broke and all of that. Now guess who I got to call? Call this man. Call my boss man. Hey man, you got anything going on? I tell you, I know I did wrong, man. I bad. I said, I tell you what. I said, if you give me another chance and I work, and if I miss that day, that I miss every day, you can have the day that I already worked for.
That's exactly what you said.
I said that.
Yeah.
Guess what? Yeah. He gave me another chance. Yeah. That wasn't no more than about 2 days. I done missed the day. Now I don't work free for him.
But you forgot you said that.
I forgot I said it. Hey man, that dope made me forget, man. I ain't care about it as long as I had that dope in me. That way it do. He don't care if you told you that I'm gonna get high now today, And that's about what $200 a minute or so, They gave away for the day that I worked.
You gave me a couple $100 now.
I guess did.
And I appreciate it.
I know, but that's okay. That's okay. It's just good to know And then how, how bad, that I was gone. I was there. I mean, and then how bad that others is. It's I ain't the only one like that.
No,
Like that,
no.
I thank you for putting up with me, and giving me another chance, to get myself together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that we can go, because I had, I just felt so much guilt, with things, because I had to come to you and tell you, you know, uh, that I have, I apologize, but I apologized a couple times. But you still gave me chances, so. And I just want to say, I appreciate that, man. You made me better. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't give up on me.
Right.
So, and that is well appreciated. That's a good hearted person. Uh, uh, you know, be, you know, giving back. What he, it was just great to know that you stood with me, man. And I appreciate it.
Cause I would always tell AJ and them, man, I was like, boy, Archie out there, he messing up, but man, when he's straight, he do good work, man. You actually do good work, man, when you straight, So that actually helps me be more, you know what I'm saying? I'm more likely to give you another chance versus if when you showed up you ain't do shit. I'm like, then why? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you had it in you, but the drugs had a strong hold on you too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I ain't gonna leave this out because I could never run from you. Every time I try to hide from you, I run right into you.
Right into me.
When I was up there at the service station, then I had the beer. Now I'm thinking I'm hiding. I'm in a good hide.
Yeah.
I didn't even see you, but you seen me. You seen me with the beer.
I saw you. Soon
How you roll
I
over
was
me?
coming up the street, coming to work, because I know every morning the store you go at, you go be at.
Go
So I'm just driving by the store casually, and I look behind the store. You go Archie standing there shooting the beer.
See, it was something about that day, that beer. I didn't drink it all. I pulled it out. I told you, I came back being honest with you. I said, I pulled it out, man. There was something about that deal, that beer.
I was looking right at you, man.
Yeah, I pulled it out, man. Got on through.
And when you finally made it to the job, I let you know. I saw you drinking that beer.
I didn't lie to you. I didn't lie to you because I was dead wrong. You caught me in the wrong.
I saw you.
I tell you, Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Hey, Archie, even though I know you've been delivered from that, I know that you're doing better because I still work with you. I see the growth.
Yeah, well.
I see the growth. No, what I want you to do though, I need you to tell what happened to you when you was working on the church yard.
Ooh.
You gotta tell that story.
Man,
You gotta tell it.
Good Lord gonna punish you. I don't care which way you do it. I'm up here. I'm doing work at church or so, my church that I go to now.
Yeah, you don't have to say the name. You don't have to say the name.
And so I'm up there painting. Good day to be painting. Good day to be painting. I get good day to be drinking too. Good day to be drinking. I have me a feel for that Mad Dog 2020, and I had me a little weed, and then I was smoking cigarettes on at the church like it's okay, doing all the things that the good Lord is against. It is in His place or something. But one thing about it, next thing I know, I was just walking, and next thing I know, I was laying down. I missed a step, and He put me on the ground. I tore up all my ankle or so. I was out of work for 6 months.
Yeah.
Church gave me 6 months. I went back and got it done. But just saying, that every time, I thought I was getting away with something, I wasn't. Something always would happen or so. And so, yeah, I did miss that step and then tore up all my heel, my ankle or so. Now I'm on crutches or so, And so now, even though I had, I was going, but, and I was smoking, but I would go off campus. But now I ask for deliverance and I don't smoke, cigarettes no more. I mean, I don't drink. I don't do nothing,
That's good,
no more.
That's good.
So because I can't get away with it. I can't get away with it. Every time I try to get away with it, I can't do it. And I know I was doing wrong. You know, matter of fact, the good Lord gonna give you a warning before the storm now. Because people had told me, the guy that used to work with me, he said, man, you can't be, you over there, you smoking at that church and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm not inside the church, but I'm on the ground. So anyway, the next day I just said that I went down and broke my ankle or so. And so they just, you can't get away with it. No. You think you're getting away with it, you can't get away with it. You ain't gonna get away because somewhere it's gonna be caught or brought up. Or so. Just like I thought I was getting away with all that, I wasn't getting away.
No.
So I just stopped. I said, well, now I need to just stop all this here, this clowning around and change my life or so. I still go through things with my.
We all do.
But I can handle it better.
Right.
I don't have to dwell, dwell in it. So, or get all upset or go back and do, or so, keep a little change in my pocket,
Well, that's a good one. So we can go back. So how's your mental health right now? Based on everything you've been through and done, how are you right now?
It's a big change in life. This is living a life that you always wanted to see the other side of. So now I begin to see the other side of life. Fear, I used to fear. Fear is nothing fear but the fear itself. So now I'm not afraid, to live. I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid to be in the house, when I first got out of treatment, scared that somebody gonna come over or so, some of them dope buddies gonna come over. And then what am I gonna say? Am I gonna be weak or I'm gonna be strong?
Right.
But now as time goes, my fears I got strong. I don't have fear of that no more. So I had to let that go, and because that was running my life. That fear. That fear is not a good thing. So we let it go. And being lonely sometimes. That's all right. It's okay to be by yourself sometimes. But I never been used to being by myself, because I'm always drugged with people, for people. But now, it's a better life. I can manage myself, and sometimes get me wrong, a thought would come, but a thought ain't nothing but a thought,
It's the action behind the thought.
It's the action behind the thought. So you gotta that's a part of life or so, and just keep it's beautiful, man. It is beautiful. It's such a new new change, a new life, man. It is beautiful, man. It's great. I encourage anyone, that goes through changes and so like that. That there is another side of it. If you're on the bad side, find the good side now. And if you're on the good side, don't look for the bad side.
Don't look.
Let's go with it. Let's roll. life is good. Life is beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. I don't have to worry about it no more, man.
That's good. Archie.
I don't. I really don't. I just and then I cast everything over to the Lord, man. I go biblical. He said, give it all to him. Give it all to him. Mean that. Give it all to him. Don't take nothing back. Whatever you give to the Lord, don't take it back.
Right.
Because why? You going to be a what they call that, a transgressor. You going to give it, and then you're going to take it. You're being a transgressor. The Lord don't like that or something. But, yeah, and it's his will, not my will.
Right.
I don't own nothing.
Right.
I don't even own my breath. Neighbor's breath or so. So that's what keeps me going, to know that he's in charge, and keep my spiritual growth, in the Lord.
And Archie, I can truly say, because like I said, I've been knowing you for a few years.
Yeah, bad years.
I've seen the bad, but I also see the good too.
Great.
Yeah. So, and I see the good in you. I see the growth that you made. Yeah. I see it, and I'm proud of you, Archie.
Thank you, man.
I'm proud and I'm happy for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I've seen you at some low lows.
I'm gonna tell you,
Some low lows.
I didn't want to see myself there, man, but I was just there. I didn't want to do it, man, but it just had me, and know, and I thank you for putting up with me, man.
That's all right.
So, I mean,
Somebody
a lot
got to
of
put up
people
with me
not-
too. So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
I
wonderful.
I can't ask for forgiveness if I ain't willing to give it.
That's right. Give back what you received.
right.
You deep down, you had a feeling. You know, you could get a feeling of what going through. So and I can say that you stood with me though. Even though you say I didn't have too many good words though, but that's all right though.
Because sometimes it's better not to say nothing.
That's what kills me.
Yeah, sometimes it's best not to say nothing.
That's what kills me when you don't say nothing because now I'm wondering what you're thinking. God.
But see, I rather you sit in that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I rather you do that than for me to give it energy. Then you be like, what? Well, all I gotta do is this.
Yeah.
I can wiggle around.
Yeah,
I ain't give you no wiggle around. I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That what killed me the most. So when you didn't say anything, I'm like, okay, all right, now where I'm going from here? I don't know what he thinking. I don't even know if I'm working about what. But see, now I have to worry about that. We on common ground now. You say be there, let's be there now. Let's be there. And so we, this is great, man. I mean, and this is great. I don't got to go through all that telling lies and all that. And I sure thank you, man.
So well, I don't say it enough. I say it, but not as much as I used to. But God is good. Because I know for a fact he's got a hand on my life.
Thank you. Yes, he does.
I know he does. And if I need to spend as much time with him as I do trying to make money for myself.
That's right.
If I did that, the way to provide will probably be made clearer.
That's your success.
Yeah, there you go.
It's your success. You will never be successful unless you with the Lord. You won't be. You think you successful, but you're not. Yeah. What's the richest man? They think they're successful. They're going to hell with the riches of Lord. And what they say, I want to be in the first resurrection, not the second resurrection. Going to hell. Right. The first one. So yes, that is a good idea. So
well, I'm glad you came, Archie, man. I enjoyed chopping it up with you, man. I appreciate you opening it up the way you did, and I also appreciate the fact that even though you told a lot, you didn't tell a lot. I appreciate that because I know a lot. You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes
that's between.
Hey, I tell you on the next one, we'll bring this back again, maybe later on in 3-4 months or something, and then maybe I'll spend a little bit on that one.
We'll come back and we'll just dig just a little deeper.
Well, all right, then. That's what I'm talking about. I love you, man.
Well, Archie, I appreciate you, man.
Love you, man.
I love you too, man. You know I do, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, and I'm really proud of your progress, man.
Thank you very much. All right.
Thank y'all for hanging with us again, man. I'm Coach from Indicate with Coach, man. Y'all lay around for another episode. And don't forget, get the merchandise. Holla at me.
Man.